Hi everybody, and welcome to part 2 of our video series on why judo pins work. We already went over in part 1 with using the spine, right? So elongating the spine and then twisting the spine to control the opponent. Now we're going to go over a concept of what we call sag, hug, and contour. So with sag, hug, and contour, this is another way, some more principles being applied to help control the opponent. So if Brian will lay your head pointed towards the camera there, right? And to go over contour first, I'm going to skip ahead to contour. We're going to sag, hug, contour, but I'm going to talk about contour first. So a couple of things about contour. Brian connects his knee and his elbow to make this framework, right? To keep me from getting side control on him, be it kesagatame or monogatame, side control, anything like that. This is a pretty solid structure. That's why we use it, right? So if I just press into this, nothing's really going to happen. But if I rotate my body and turn, right, I can work my way into this, and I'm contouring it, right? That's one portion of the concept of contour. The other part is how our bodies are shaped, right? We're not perfectly round, we're not perfect cylinders, we don't have these straight lines, we've got all these curves and crevices and divots, right? So the idea is to kind of melt into the opponent, right? So corners like this, where Brian's armpit is, where his arm and his body connect, if I'm doing like a kazura kesagatame, I want to get my hip fold deep up in there. I want to take away as much space as possible. So I'm contouring into that position here, right? Controlling underneath this arm. I don't want to be loose with that. I want to contour into it. I want to melt into chest-to-chest pressure on him as well, right? So that's another part of the concept of contour. Sag is when we're on our opponent, and instead of being stiff and rigid, we actually relax and we make ourselves into almost like a water balloon on top of the person. So when I'm here and I've got Brian in this, what we call monogatame, we've got this side control. I want to get in here nice and tight. I've got all my contour working, but right now if I'm stiff and rigid, do you feel much pressure, Brian?
No.
Not really, right? Can you count to 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good, okay. So now he's going to do that again, and I'm going to do my sag, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so all I did was I changed my weight position just a little bit, and I relaxed my body, so I just kind of sagged on it, okay? So that right there makes a big, big difference, right? It's hard to lift dead weight, and I become dead weight on top of him. Makes it hard for him to move me. So, and then the hug portion is just putting a squeeze on somebody, right? So when we're putting the squeeze on them, we're not doing that all the time, right? If we do that all the time, then we're gonna exert a lot of energy and we're gonna become exhausted. We want this guy to be exhausted. I want to use as little energy as possible and want him to use maximum energy and wear himself out, right? So in this position here, if Brian decides that he's going to try to escape, 1, I've already got my sag going. 2, I've got the contour going. I've got control of his head. I'm manipulating his spine, right? So we have all those principles being applied. If he goes to move, I just hug a little bit, right? And then I can release. He goes to move again, I hug. I just put the brakes on, basically. So again, if I maintain that hug the whole time super tight, of course I'm going to get tired, right? So we use that conservatively, so as needed, right? So those are 3 concepts that's pretty easy to wrap your mind around, right? So that's part 2 of our series. In part 3 of our series, we're going to go over transitions, how being a step ahead of your opponent will help you maintain your positional control using your judo pins. So thanks for joining us, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can watch more videos, and click on that notification bell so that you'll get notified when we make new videos. That's it for today. Now we've got places to go and people to throw.